Good morning, students. Welcome to our bio class. So, already we have started the chapter tissues. I have told you cells combine to form tissues, and these tissues perform specialized function and they combine to form organs, and after that it combines to form organ system and after that an organism, and each organ and organ system have particular function. Now obviously plants and animals perform different functions. There are a lot of difference between them, so there are differences in their structure, their cell component, their tissues. Plants are non-movable, so they require less amount of energy. They perform photosynthesis, so chlorophyll is present. And in plant tissues, I have told you there are dead tissues also and living tissues also. So, already what we have done? Classification of plant tissue, meristematic and permanent. Meristematic means which has the capability of cell division, while permanent tissues are the tissues which lose the property of cell division. And after maturation, some of the cells are modified to the dead cells and they act as a protective layer. And again, in permanent tissues, there are two types: simple and complex. In simple tissues, three types of tissues we have done: sclerenchyma, parenchyma, and collenchyma. I have told you their functions, their structure, everything we have discussed. And in complex tissues, there are two types: xylem and phloem. Simple means they are made up of only one type of cell, while complex tissues are made up of more than two types of cells. In parenchyma, collenchyma, and sclerenchyma, one common function I have told you that they give mechanical support. Parenchyma stores food, collenchyma gives strength and flexibility, and sclerenchyma acts as a protective layer. They are converted, some of the sclerenchyma tissue, they are converted into cork cell and they acts as a protective tissue layer. It is asked also how cork act as a protective layer. Okay, for that we have discussed all the different types of tissue in detail, and see, with the help of this table you can do the comparative study of all the types of tissues. Practically also, you have to, with the help of diagram, you should be able to identify the types of tissues. Clear? Now, in this session, let us begin with epidermis. Now, what is epidermis? See, epidermis tissue is the outermost layer of the plants present on the entire outer surface of the plant. Okay, and it is made up of single layer cell. Epidermis is made up of single layer cell. See, on the aerial part, the epidermis secrete waxy and water resistant layer. Now, what is the function of that? It helps in protection against the loss of water. See, water resistance means only that it protects excess loss of water, and it also prevent mechanical injury and attack of parasites and fungus. So whenever it is asked, write the function of epidermis. It is given in your book also. So you have to write that it is water resistant, it prevents mechanical injury, it prevent against the attack of parasites and fungi. And in leaves, the epidermis consists of small pores. Okay, that is known as stomata, and these pores helps in the transpiration and exchange of gases. That is, See, for photosynthesis, they need carbon dioxide and they releases oxygen. So that exchange of gases, oxygen and carbon dioxide, takes place with the help of stomata. In roots, it helps in water absorption. Clear? And even in desert plants, epidermis has a thick waxy coating of cutin. 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 What is the function? See, it protects water loss. Okay, because in desert plant there is temperature is very high. So if excess of water is lost, the plant will not survive. So it acts as a waterproofing agent. Okay, so indirectly in desert plants, epidermis helps the plant to survive in that drastic condition, in that high temperature, so that excess water is not lost. So these are the functions of epidermis. Now, let us start complex tissue. See, complex tissue by name only, it is clear that they are made up of more than one type of tissues. So, complex tissues are mainly of two types. One is xylem, another is phloem. Now, what is xylem? See, xylem conduct water and mineral from the roots to different parts of the plant. Clear? It is composed of 4 different types of cells. Clear? They are tracheids, vessels, xylem parenchyma and xylem fibers. While phloem conducts food material from leaves to different parts of the plant, and it is also made up of 4 types of cells, that is sieve tubes, companion cell, phloem parenchyma and phloem fibers. In xylem, all the tissues are dead tissues except xylem parenchyma, which is a living tissue. While if we are talking about phloem, phloem is made up of living tissues except xylem fibers. Previously also I have told you fibers means they are sclerenchyma cells and they are dead cells. Okay. And xylem obviously they help in transportation of water and mineral, while phloem transporting food from the leaves to different parts of the plants. See, if we are comparing the cells of xylem and phloem, see, vessels, they conduct water and mineral and their cell wall is lignified. It means deposition of lignin is there. While if we are talking about sieve tubes, they are unlignified and it is thin also. Cell wall is thin. The end walls of are perforated. Perforated means pores are present in the form of sieve plates. Clear? While in vessels, they are commonly dissolved. They are completely dissolved. And conduction of sap. Sap means solution of mineral and other nutrients takes place. And it also provides mechanical strength to the plant. In vessel, lumen is wide, while in tracheids, lumen is narrow. Lumen, it means it is the fluid which is present in that. Okay. So, all these cells combine together and perform the function both in xylem and phloem. Phloem is mainly present in the organs and growing parts of the body, means it conducts the food from that part to the different parts, and that process of transportation of food from leaves to different parts, especially growing parts of the plant, is known as translocation. Clear? Thus, you can easily compare the different cells of xylem and phloem. Second, comparison of simple and permanent tissues can be done easily, and plant tissue and animal tissue. With this, we have completed plant tissues. Watch the video properly and have a nice day. Thank you.